welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the Vivacious Virgo July Horoscope. Okay, a bit of an interesting month this month. Not as crazy, mad, ridiculous as May and June with everything that's been happening. So not much happening other than a supermoon in Capricorn in your 5th house. A supermoon is when the moon comes quite close to the earth, so it actually appears larger and brighter. It has a bit more, I guess you'd say, a stronger effect than a normal full moon, a bit like a full moon on steroids perhaps. And it's in your 5th house, so this is all about leisure and pleasure. It's about romance, it's about creativity. You live closer to the world of the child and you need to get out and have some fun this month if you possibly can. So there's no eclipses, there's no new retrogrades. We do have Neptune retrograde that happened on the 26th of June. Saturn and Pluto, but they're sort of in the background, so you probably won't even notice those. So it's a quieter month, but the supermoon does give a bit of a shake-up in your creativity and romance areas, perhaps. Alrighty, so just let you know, I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We'll have a look at your horoscope in depth as well. If you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and have a look what the cards have to say. Here's your horoscope we'll come to directly. But firstly, the 2 tarot cards. Okay, I see a waterfall. It's like everything just being washed away. The past is just sort of flowing away. This is a good thing. This is about a sort of a cleansing, and it will appeal to you as a Virgo because you like to be clean, generally speaking. And so some sort of emotional healing, spiritual cleansing, purging going on. Maybe you'll think about your diet a bit this month too. Alrighty, the card that comes out is the 5 of Pentacles. There's some sort of loss that has given you a bit of a shake-up lately. And it's probably been something to do with your money or maybe your possessions, maybe your physical body, but probably a bit less so. The thing to know about this is it's only temporary, and there are a lot of people at the moment that are having changes in their jobs and that sort of thing, and it's causing problems with their finances. The thing to remember is there's a way out of this, and it is only temporary, and that is, the way out is through all of these colours in the background. You see these little window panes, so it's like looking out onto an opportunity. A frame or a window is about a limited opportunity, and so it happens in a certain time frame. So you've got to be ready at the right time to grab the opportunity when it comes up. Don't think too much about it, or don't think too long about it, because it's only in a limited time frame. But there's lots of them. So this could suggest that you change work, or you change something in your life that improves your finances, okay? So it's a bit of a wake-up call, but I don't see it as being ongoing in your life. I don't see it as being negative. I see it as being positive, because it's a wake-up call and it's saying to you, you have to do something about this and move forward. It's time to wash the past away, as I just saw in that little vision. Okay, let's look at the second half of the month. That one just come out. This also came out for Leo as well. It's coming out a lot lately. You need time on your own, time for inner reflection. Time to think about the direction of your life, and you've got a lot going up here in the top of the chart. So your work, like your career, more so than just everyday work, and Saturn sitting there in your everyday work, sort of restricting you in some ways. But you need to get onto a career path that suits you. And if you don't want to work, or you're older and perhaps you've retired, this is about life direction. So just substitute the word life direction for career. But you do need to spend time alone for inner reflection, and that is because you're traveling here with the guiding spirit of a wolf, and the wolf is about learning so that you can teach others at a later time. It's a bit challenging because here is the mountaintop, so you've climbed to the peak of the mountain. Yeah, that's not easy. I've done that myself, physically too. And it's not easy climbing up to the top of a mountain, but then you get to look out over everything and know that you've really achieved. You are the light of the world, so it's like spirit putting emphasis or giving you a bit of push to show your light. You know, don't hide your light under a bushel. Show your light to the world. That's what you're being called to do after you have some time out to reflect. Alrighty, okay, so there are your cards. So let's put them here like this and rearrange all of this. Like that, and we'll make it bigger so you can see what's going on. Alrighty, here's your chart. It's what we call a public chart because most of the activity is above the horizon. Be careful what you show on social media. The world sees more of the personal or the private side of your life. Your ruler Mercury is jumping across 3 houses, which suggests that you could be quite busy organising things, you know, not just at work, but also in your personal life as well. And there's a bit of socialising going on here as well, groups, connections, especially with foreign people. You might come across more people from other countries than what you normally do. And the supermoon here shaking things up, which will also conjunct Pluto at some stage. This really does give your creativity a bit of a shake-up. You need to use it. Maybe you don't use it as much as you could possibly do. Let's get into this a little bit more detail. So from the 30th of June to the 3rd of July, Mars squares Pluto. Here's Pluto here. This is sort of like there's a lot of personal power and you want control over your life. Here's Mars up here, and it makes like a 90-degree angle, or close to a 90-degree angle, and that's what's called a square, which is a challenge, right? And it's like you want control over your life, but there's always some restriction or something that's stopping that. Just be cautious of domineering people or people trying to take control of you, and be cautious of that coming out in yourself, so that you're the one that's trying to control your life too much. You're the one that's pushing yourself too hard. So do watch for that. 3rd of July to the 19th of July, Mercury moves into your 11th house here of groups and connections and hopes and dreams. Now, if you are a member of any club or organisation, there's likely to be further involvement, especially in group discussions, committees, things like that. And even if you're not in a community organisation, your sense of community is probably more important to you now. You want to take part in something to do with your community, and you want to contribute. So it's a great time to meet new people, socialise, and especially those people that you share common interests with. The 3rd of July to the 6th of July, Mars trines your ascendant. You're likely to express yourself quite boldly and confidently. You don't seem to need outside approval, which is great. And it might be that things that you didn't have the courage to talk about before, or the courage to do before, now you're doing them and talking about them. And you could also meet other people that are on a similar track as you, and you discuss these new things with these new people. So strong desire for action and adventure. You might want to undertake some sort of project or enterprise that is quite challenging. Do watch you don't go overboard with that, and especially with Mars in the 9th house here, Mars moving here, this could impel you to travel, in fact, especially with this other activity going on there, and with Uranus as well, when those two come together, you could do some wild or crazy things. So, yeah, just be careful of that. That's especially from the 3rd of July to the 20th of August. Yeah. Supermoon in Capricorn in the 5th house on the 13th of July here. It's time to come out of your shell, express your real feelings and your desires, actively display how you feel about people. Also, you're likely to be more fun-loving and, dramatic. Maybe you want to go to the theatre, and you can enjoy games and entertainment and creative activities now. It's in Capricorn. It's likely to be quite physical. So, you might find yourself, for example, actually literally coming across children that you normally wouldn't come across, or there's more to do with children, or romance, okay? A shake-up in your romance zone. Okay, so 15th of July to the 18th of July, Mars squares Moon. And do watch for irritability and impatience. This is quite a heavy Mars month for everybody, and Mars gives you a lot of energy to push you to do things, and you might have an idea, whereas normally you'd think about it. Mars is actually pushing you to do it. The important thing to remember is it's great to have that extra energy to achieve things, but don't go overboard, because incidents and accidents can happen under Mars. So it's really important to be very present, have your mind on what you're doing, not thinking too much about the future, and to know where your body is in space, because, in your physical space, because people are usually propelling themselves forward into the future, and then they might have an accident, a slip or a fall or something like that. Okay, 16th of July to the 11th of August, Venus moves into your 11th house here. This is beautiful for the new connections and the new people and groups that you're going to go to, perhaps. And it doesn't matter whether it's professional or personal, but things flow much more smoothly. You're likely to have a friendly, cooperative attitude with other people. Any sort of meetings or gatherings you go to are likely to work out quite well. You could also be invited to parties or gala events, or you throw a party yourself. Getting together with a group of friends can be a lot of fun. The 17th of July to the 20th of July sees Mars sextiling your Sun, and this gives you strong physical drive and high energy levels. You can accomplish more than you normally do. It's a great time to be independent and to strike out on your own, and you're likely to be quite successful. Assert yourself in a positive manner. A leadership role or an opportunity to do something you have wanted to do on your own is likely to be offered to you. 18th of July to the 3rd of August, Mercury moves into your 12th house here. That's that sort of blob. Thanks to the thick texture I was using. And this is a great time for quiet reflection, okay? Remember this card back here? It's time to study or to look within, look at your dreams, do some meditation. You're likely to be more sensitive, and you see what's going on within your subconscious more easily than usual. Also, you might have this sort of wait and see type attitude. You don't feel like bursting out into the world with anything at the moment. Maybe it's like, yeah, I'll think about that, and that's the proper action to take, to think about it. 21st of July to the 22nd of August, the Sun moves into your 12th house here, bringing a lot of insight into your spirituality. Helps you realise that you do need to retreat from the world for a while. It's time to relax, rejuvenate, and not do too much. You mightn't feel like you've got a huge amount of energy now, especially as in the beginning of the month you were so, full of energy for doing things. Now it's sort of slowed down much more, and you sort of put your ambition on hold and you just sort of rejuvenate, which is a good idea. 9th of July to the 8th of August, Saturn trines Mercury, giving you very sharp mental concentration. It's a great time for reading, writing, researching and analysing. It's a great time to do quiet work, study or to look at things and really sort of penetrate down deep into what's going on. You've got likely to have more mental discipline and self-discipline to do things. You're likely to increase your knowledge. You're likely to be more objective and thorough than you normally would be, and to make wise, intelligent decisions, which is always a good idea. If you do have any exams to sit, this is a fabulous time if you can actually pick the time of your exams. 29th of July to the 1st of August, Mars conjuncts Uranus. Watch out for this. It can be a bit crazy or a bit wild. Maybe you're feeling a bit impatient or reckless, and you want to, during this time, you want to sort of rush into things. You want to feel free, like there's no restrictions, nothing can stop you. Sometimes with these two get together, there can be some sort of unpredictable incident that happens that you'd rather didn't happen. So maybe with your more crazy impulses, write them down and think about them. It doesn't mean you can't do them. It just means keep your feet, both feet on the ground, and be practical and realistic, and then move ahead. 12th of July to the 27th of December, Pluto trines your MC. This is a very positive time for your career. Very likely that there's going to be some sort of major transformation going on with your career. You could change jobs, receive additional training, do a course or something like that, which will help you in your work. It's like you have a fresh approach to work. There's likely to be benefits. Maybe you get more money, you get a promotion, increased stature, that sort of thing at work. People recognise you. And it's like you approach your career and your life in general with a fresh perspective, and you can break out of any sort of traps where you might have felt restricted in the past. Now you feel more free. You can also develop your talents, the talents deep within, and you can, if for example you're really sort of plugging into your creativity, and you might develop a new style if you're an artist or a musician. If you're in business, you might develop a new strategy and outlook on your business. So that's very favourable. Alrighty, so that's it, Vivacious Virgos. I hope this is useful for you. Please let me know in the comments, leave a like and share on your socials. That would be fabulous. I would love that. Okay, have a wonderful month. If you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell. Okay, I'll see you all again soon. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.